What's going on with y'all, man? Everybody pile on in here. Let's get this late night tap in crack-a-lackin'. All right. Getting the late night tap in cracking. How y'all doing, man? Are you guys good? I am good. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. Hope your start of the week is doing good. What's going on with y'all, man? I'm in here. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I'm in the building. I see you, Adonis. What's up, Adonis? See some of the regulars in here, ready to chop it up as we always do. We got to thank everybody for supporting Microphone Check, #1 documentary on Amazon. Still go see it when it hits the theaters. Again, we still need you to see it when it hits the theaters. Some of the people who sent me emails about volunteering for our community ambassador team, I have emailed you a questionnaire link. So if you email me about volunteering, you will have a questionnaire link in your inbox. So you fill that out and we'll get in touch and we'll start corresponding and getting things together. But other than that, we here, man. I'm gonna get some calls from the family in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna get some calls from you guys in a minute. A few things we want to touch on. Out here in California, shout out to our sister Camilla Moore. California, they've allocated a budget. They have something called reparations implementation funding. So they're going to provide a $12 million budget for 2024, 2025 to begin the implementation of reparations legislation that may be enacted in law. So they have a budget so that they can kind of get people to come up with ways to actually implement reparations. So we're getting there. We're taking small steps. So we're getting there. I wish we get there a little faster, but we're making some progress. So I take my hat off to our sister Camilla Moore, who's part of the reparations task force out here in California. So we're getting the budget implemented for the future funding. So, some of the people in the comments are very mad. They're like, oh God, I wasn't around during slavery and neither were you. I don't want to shut up. It's too late for that. We don't want to hear none of that. We need to get these reparations checks popping very quickly. So, California, we're on it. We're on it big time. We've been talking about having something similar to a Freedmen's Bureau, and we got eyes on everything. We got eyes on all of this stuff. We're watching all of the language every step of the way. So we are on it out here in California. All right. So shout out to our sister Camilla Moore. So we're going to see how this thing goes because we are staying on that reparations square. We are staying on it heavy. People are seeing what we're doing out here. They're seeing thousands of people show up to these reparations rallies. Our rally, we had more people than AOC and what's his name? What's the guy's name? The brother, he's all dramatic. They just had a rally somewhere. Our crowd was bigger than theirs. What's that guy's name? The black guy had the yellow shirt on. He's out there he's talking reparations. You got to watch these guys. What's his name? God, I can't think. Oh man, I can't think of this guy's name. Raise your hand if y'all know the guy's name. I'm having a brain fart. I get Warnock and I get some of these Democratic dudes kind of mixed up. Raise your hand if you know who I'm talking about. The guy who was out there with AOC. Let me get Welsing in here. Welsing, what's the guy's name? Welsing, what's that guy's name?
About Jamal Bowman.
There you go. Damn, I don't know why I had a brain fart. Yes. Where were they when they were doing that rally? Were they in New York?
They were in New York City acting like a damn fool. I tell you, I don't know what was wrong with them. I mean, AOC looked like she was on something.
Weren't they? They were looking crazy.
They look crazy, and then all of a sudden, when he came on stage, she jumped all over him, and then he grabbed the mic and started acting like Raekwon from Wu Tang Clan. started started acting like Raekwon. You know what I mean? I was like, "What's with this?"
They were doing the most, man.
They were doing the most. I was like, I don't know who, but then when you look at the audience, they were all white, mostly because
Yeah,
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 when you look at
yeah,
the audience, they were all white. They like that craziness.
yeah, yeah.
But then
Yeah.
you see Jamal Bowman now. I don't know if you know if what's going on with him in the news. You know, he started talking about Israel and the Jews and the this and that and pro Palestine. All of a sudden now, I think day before yesterday, like they do, they came out with, um, well, we don't know if his dissertation in school is legit. We think he
Uh-oh.
plagiarized. I'm like, that's that old trick
Mhm.
book right there.
They got him. They getting
They
him. They
got
getting
him.
him. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Wow, wow,
But I just wanted
wow.
to say, brother, that documentary is on point. Let
Thank
me
you.
tell you, it is beautiful. I am so proud of you. And from somebody that worked in the business during that time, I say you're so brilliant with it. And so I hope that you're able to do not just the West Coast, but then the South, Southeast, I mean Southwest, because that was important too. So
Yes,
thank
ma'am.
you so much for everything. But Jamal Bowman is the brother we're talking about.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, beloved. Yeah,
You're
so it was
welcome.
Jamal Bowman. They were out there in New York, and boy, they were out there acting a stone fool. AOC was running out there jumping around, and they had Cardi B music playing, and he was yelling and running around. And again, our crowd was bigger than theirs. Yeah. So, he threw some reparations talk here and there, and it's interesting. It's interesting what's going on out here. But the grassroots, man, we're making noise out here. Man, you do not underestimate the grassroots, man. We make them follow what we do. We don't follow their rules. We don't follow their objectives. We don't follow their narratives. We're telling them it ain't about no student loan. That's not gonna fly. Immigration ain't gonna fly. The new Green Deal, that ain't gonna fly. We're telling you what the deal is. We're telling you what the business is. People are looking at these numbers. They're seeing that the Democrats are seeing that the black voter turnout, those numbers are dismal right now. They know what them numbers are. Look, they got all the Democratic shields on panic mode right now. The Rollins. Have y'all seen the interviews with Steve Harvey and Kamala Harris? They got all the Democratic shields out here. Let me tell you something. They got them in our spaces too. We got Democratic shields up in these spaces. If y'all see them all on TV, they're up in these spaces too. You see, you got some people who are act like they're grassroots, but they're low key Democratic shills. You better be careful. You got to watch that. They're all over. You understand? They're all over. You got to watch, folks. You better believe they're going to be in these spaces, in these grassroots spaces, because we're making a lot of noise out here. Yeah. So it's interesting. This election season is going to be real interesting. All eyes are on us. The black community, all eyes are on us right now, ladies and gentlemen. Did y'all see the clip? I put a clip up on my Twitter timeline. It was a black FedEx driver. She was talking about basically these sundown towns where she's told that she can't really go deliver to. And these places are like in Milwaukee, well, Wisconsin, and places in Illinois. And she was talking about how some of these little small towns, she's being told she can't really be out there delivering packages. It's going to be a problem. And there's some people in the comment section, some suspected white supremacists talking about, oh no, she's just trying to pull a Jussie Smollett. Oh no, she's just exaggerating and lying. How come she don't name the towns? Man, y'all, family, y'all know I've been talking about these sundown towns for 2 decades. Sundown towns are absolutely real. And I've been telling people them sundown towns are in the Midwest. They love trying to deny that. They try to put all the racism on the South. Those sundown towns are in the damn Midwest, the North and the Midwest. You got towns. We think, when we think of the North, we think of Chicago, Detroit. People forget Illinois, man, that's redneck capital. Outside of Chicago, Illinois is full of rednecks. Michigan, too. Outside of Detroit, Michigan is redneck country. That's where the militia groups be out there practicing. Man, I've been promoting this book for 2 decades. I did when I did Mac Lessons Radio. Some of y'all who remember, I did an episode talking about this book called Sundown Towns. I did that in like 2006, 2007, damn near 20 years ago, telling people about these sundown towns, meaning towns where these unofficial and sometimes official rules where black people are not supposed to be in these towns after sundown. There are a lot of towns around this country that has this rule. They used to have them openly. They used to put up signs in a lot of these towns like, hey, black people, don't let the sun come down on you in this town. That's where we get the whole street light thing. Y'all remember growing up? Some of y'all are not old enough, but some of you who are old enough, you remember our parents would tell us, hey man, when the street light come on in the house. Because that was the rule in a lot of cities. When the street light came on, it became a sundown town, and the white supremacists, in conjunction with law enforcement, they would target you. You did. And many of these sundown towns were in the north, or it still are. There was a place like Anna, Illinois, and the it was named after some white woman, but the nickname, they said Anna means ain't no N words allowed. And they had a bell that they would ring at 6 o'clock. And I think they had the bell up until a few damn years ago. They would ring a bell at 6 o'clock to warn the black people to be up out of there. But sundown towns are very real. These towns where black folks ain't supposed to be in, and they sit up and act like they don't exist. Hell, let's be real. Certain areas, when black folks go to certain neighborhoods, we've seen videos of Karens and people kind of hemming black people up for being in certain neighborhoods. Don't come on, they're not going to act like these towns don't exist. We've seen videos. A black person show up and some random white person is questioning them and, hey, where do you live and who are you coming to see and what are you doing here and that type of thing. We see videos like that all the time. You see? Just like look at the situation with Trayvon Martin. That was a sundown situation. That's why everybody was on the dominant society was on code with Zimmerman. The whole thing was Trayvon Martin was in a nice gated community, and it's like, hey, what are you doing here? And then when Zimmerman lynched him, they were like, nothing went wrong here. Yeah, he was sundowned because the dominant society, they understand, hey, when black folks come into our neighborhood, we got to regulate. If they, we can go into their neighborhoods, but the minute they come into our neighborhoods, we can do anything we want to with those guys. They shouldn't have been trespassing. It's that kind of mindset. So we better understand what's going on out here. That's why, man, it's very important for us to get an anti-black hate crime bill going on too. It's very important for us to get that going. That's very, very important. But we got to be on code and be on our square. Danielle, hop on, brother.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. What's up, Sam?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So yeah, I'm a big fan of yours. I've been following your civil rights advocacy for a long time. And obviously in the spaces, we talk about how anybody with an ounce of morality should support reparations in some
Mm-hmm.
shape or form. All 50 states, of course. So given the fact that you have you know unprecedented amount of knowledge on how the movement has been shaped the past few years and decades, the progress we've been making in legislation being being more accommodating to it. How exactly would you, in your your ideal scenario, how would you picture the reparations being designed from structural standpoint, and
Right.
what they would look like?
Right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because really good. I forget who was on the Breakfast Club. I forget who the guest was, but he was telling Charlemagne, like the main part of the battle after getting the reparations approval is like making sure it's a very good and effective way to actually create wealth, as opposed to making foundational Black Americans, still dependent upon a system that has never been sufficient for a pursuit of happiness and things like that. Uh, I mean
So
that's
is your question basically how would they give it to us, or how would we spend it, or what type of tangible way
He
would they
don't got
give it
no
to us?
question.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's yeah. I mean, what would it be more like? Grants, or not even grants, but some type of monetary substance to start businesses, or like for community
I ain't trying
reinvestment.
to
Like, there
cut
are a
him
lot of
off. Is
different
my
angles.
microphone on, bro? Because if my
Yeah,
microphone
Marcus.
on, I want to say some shit.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Marcus. Go ahead, brother. Let me listen.
I'm sorry, man. I don't like. I am listening to him. Like, no disrespect, bro. I hear everything you saying, man. But you know, like reparations, like I definitely like. It's nothing else to say. Black Americans, we definitely deserve that. Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, it's whatever you want to say. Like, we go back far. Of course, we deserve it. I can give you a million reasons why we deserve it. But what I'm saying to you is, Mr. Tariq, and I'm calling you Mr. because I respect you to a certain extent. Like, you got the people behind you.
Mhm.
So that deserves a little type of respect. Like, you got people showing up for your shit and participating in your shit.
Right.
Mr. Tariq, I would like to say, like, we need a plan though. I mean, I hear you talking. I hear we all talking about this same shit, and you're not wrong. Like, everything you saying is right. But like, what's the plan? Like, it might be hard to get these keys. Excuse me, anybody who listen to this, but you know, get these keys to understand what we talking about and shit. So I feel like we need a plan. I feel
Did
like,
you? Oh, hold on,
all
because
right, all right.
did you come in late when I
I
started
came in.
doing?
I did come in a little
Okay,
late and
got
shit
it.
like that. I
Okay,
came in a little late,
okay,
but
yeah,
I have been listening to you.
got it.
I have been
Okay.
listening to you for a while.
Because okay, hold slow down. Because the first thing I talked about was out here in California. I was shouting out our sister Camilla Moore, who's on the reparations task force. They have a budget that they're allocating to organize the implementation of possible funding for the reparations. So we are making progress out here. You
For sure.
understand?
No, I'm not. I'm not. No disrespect to you, bro. I might have. I might have said some things that's wrong, and for everybody that's listening, let me put myself in my place. And like, I'm not here to question you or contradict anything that you're saying, because, like I said, I got mad respect for you, just like the gentleman that's on the line right now talking to you. Like, it
Right.
is very, 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 very much respect to you. I think that you're on the on the right track. And but like, we talk a lot about political, but we never talk about like I don't know how to say it. I don't want to sound like, I don't know how to say it. I don't want to sound like cliche and because Huey P. Newton and these niggas, like, they started political parties too, but it was for certain reasons and shit, but they were still political. You know what I mean? Like, they wanted these things for our people, you, me, like, this is why we talking about this. We come from that. Like, they wanted this shit for us. They're like, they wanted us to have this in a political way. That's why they modeled their shit after a political party. I think they were very political. I think that,
Okay.
you
Okay,
know,
brother. Okay. Okay. God, thank you, brother. Okay, brother. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, the
damn,
brother. Okay. Okay. I don't. The brother's just kind of rambling. Okay. Okay.
Um,
Brother. Okay. All right. Daniel, go ahead, bro. Finish your thought, brother.
Yeah, yeah. So, my question is, how exactly? Because obviously we already know reparations are needed. That's without question. And I think a dollar amount is, I think it goes more than just exact dollar amount. Like obviously trillions of dollars are what we're going to be talking. That's going to be the bare minimum. But do you believe like there should be kind of like a distribution, like a budget allocation thing, where some should go to education, some should go to funds for entrepreneurship, some should go for, I don't know, like black run healthcare places, with the rise of medical discrimination. Well, not the rise, but the
Give it no. Let's make it real plain. Just give us direct checks, just like they do with the Native Americans. Just
okay, okay.
yeah, just make it real. Let's make it real simple, because they start all these programs, and then they're gonna put white people in charge of the programs, and they're gonna start skimming. Well, when they start all of these little programs and all of this stuff, that's when the skimming starts. So no. Let's do direct checks. Let's just make it real plain. Thank you so much. Let's make it real plain. And again, we got plans now. Again, this isn't rocket science. We got plans. We're making this thing very simple. And also, family, listen, man. If you really don't understand, because what happens is a lot of times people just kind of want to jump in the conversation, and they don't really know what's going on. They just start saying stuff. We got a lot of just say shitisms going on, man. Everybody just want to get up and say something to be seen. And man, we're making progress here, and this ain't the time. If you ain't really got nothing to say, and you can't really articulate what you're trying to say, and you don't really have any input, man, let the people who's really on this speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Because we got that church thing. It's a church thing where we let everybody come up and give a damn testimony, and they just be up there saying all types of stuff. We kind of give a mic to everybody, and then folks don't know what's going on, and then it becomes just a lot of rambling and just going on and on. Listen, there's progress being made. We already know what the plan is. We've set the template out here in California. We made sure the language was right, the legalities were right, who the funds would be designated to. We've been on this thing out here in California every step of the way. You want to see what the plan is? Look at how we've gotten everything worded in California. And again, you had a lot of ops that they sent out during the California hearings when we were getting the language together. Man, they had so many ops and um, agitators and paid instigators up there trying to turn things into a clown show. That's one thing. Part of the plan is, this is the plan. We already know how to implement reparations. We know how to do that. It's not rocket science. We know how to implement it. We set this thing up just like they do with some of these red Native American tribes. We have a Freedmen's Bureau type of organization or institution, like we used to have. We used to have the Freedmen's Bureau, and they still have the Bureau of Indian Affairs. They were running parallel. They got rid of the Freedmen's Bureau. We need to reestablish that. And there's some other grassroots ideas that we can do with that as well to really tighten that up, to make it a smooth transition. One thing that I would like to do, we get volunteers. Again, this is why we got to get volunteers to start helping put things together. What we need to do, this is what we can do on the grassroots. We can start getting all of those 1870 census forms, because we can access those through ancestry.com and other mediums. Um, I think there, I don't know the number of freedmen that's on the 1870 census. Um, I don't know if it's 50,000, 100,000. I don't know how many. But what we need to do, we need to have our own database where we list all of those freedmen. That's on the 1870 census. That's what we can start doing. We can list all those freedmen. So now we can start tracing our ancestry back to some of them. You understand what I'm saying? Those are the people we're going to have to trace our ancestry back to. I can trace mine to, on both sides of my family, to those 1870 census forms. I can go back to the 1700s. But all of us as foundational Black Americans, your family, somebody's on that damn 1870 census form. So we have to start doing like some data input, and we have to, or we should. We don't have to, but we should. It would make things more smooth if we put that together ourselves, so that when we get with um, the government boards, we'll say, hey, okay, look, we already got this stuff documented. We can already get people ready to start tracing their ancestry back, because you're going to have to trace it back there anyway. So we might as well go ahead and lay some of the groundwork out already. But again, it's all about being able to trace your lineage back. I'm all for DNA testing as well. I'm for that too, if need be. But we should be able to be good with the paperwork. My only thing, again, I'm concerned about ops and tethers and $5 FBAs. Somebody coming around saying, "Hey, look, nigga, my grandfather was on a plantation," and then they get some janky paperwork. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want that to happen. But again, it's very easy to do. The plan is very easy. All we have to do is stay on our square, which is what we're doing. We're letting them know we're not going to really move politically until you move politically. You give us a reason to move. See, we're playing a game of political chicken right now. You see, because see, they're the dominant society. They're not going to move until there's a punishment mechanism. You see, they operate on punishment. If we do things that will crash their party, they'll say, okay, we need to move and do something. We need to do something for these people if we're down to crash their party. See, this whole thing for with voting for nothing, just vote no matter what, that's the dumbest shit ever. And that mindset is getting the hell up out of here. That whole just vote just for the sake of damn voting, absolutely not. That's ridiculous as hell. They'll never do anything for you. They know you're going to vote anyway. They will never do anything for you. If they know you're going to go out there and just vote blue no matter who or whatever, I'm not even, I'm talking about not even voting independent. Just saying, hey, look, and we ain't rocking with none of you until you move on something. You know what we want. You know what we need. Go ahead and move on it. What's this person's name? The Goon, Mr. Goon.
Yo, how you doing? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Pretty good. Nice to meet you, Mr. Tariq. Yeah, I'm a long supporter. I'm a young cat out here in California. I'm a military vet, and I know you were speaking on the sundown towns. I wanted you to talk more about that. I know you were saying they was up in the north and on the East Coast, but I know I'm out here in California, and there's a place I don't know if you're familiar with. It's over here by Bakersfield, California, called Oildale, and my dad put me on game, and was telling me this is sundown town, and yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, California was full of sundown towns, man. Glendale was a sundown town. Glendale, Hawthorne was a sundown town. Believe it or not, Compton was a sundown town.
Yeah, yeah, I'm familiar with Hawthorne. I went to Hawthorne High, but yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, for
Oh
sure.
yeah, yeah. There was a lot of places in California that black folks couldn't go to at night. So yeah, that thing it's very very real. California, very very real. Especially Orange County. That was a lot of sundown towns in Orange County. A lot of them down there. Anaheim was a sundown town. Buena Park, sundown town. Um,
Places like Torrance.
yeah, with yeah, Torrance, Palmdale was a sundown town at one point. It's full of black folks now. Yeah, Torrance was. Tarzana was. That was a sundown town. That was a major sundown town. Tarzana was named after Tarzan, the guy who made the Tarzan movie, or wrote the Tarzan novel. He lived out there, and they called it Tarzana. They didn't have black people out there either. And you couldn't come
Yeah,
out there.
yeah, I'm familiar with Tarzana. I think that's where Doja Cat's from.
Yeah, 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 yeah. My children were born out there in Tarzana now, but yeah, yeah. Southgate, Pasadena, South Pasadena was a sundown town, so they had a whole bunch of them out here, man. So yeah, don't let people fool you about that. There are places that black people could not go, and truth be told, still you can't go. At night, you think, midnight. Hop on, brother. Oh, wait, I thought I had midnight in the building. All right, midnight, brother, midnight in the building. What's happening? All right. And we got Midnight and Sister Sean in the building. All right.
Hey, Tariq, how you doing today?
What's up, Midnight? How are you?
I'm fine. I got two things. So, I was at the rally, volunteering. I was the guy that passed out the reparation for Black American stickers. Did you happen to get yours? I
um,
think give to your security one up.
I think I did. I got a lot of stuff is still in my suitcase. A lot of gifts. A lot of people give me a whole bunch of gifts. So I think I still got it.
Okay, okay, okay. Um, yeah, I'll probably try to request somebody again and ask about it. But the second thing is, I'm also a California resident as well, and I was going to ask about I think SB 189, the for state employees, that has African American, that has the descendant slaves and not descendant slaves, and it has African Black, Caribbean Black, or whatnot.
Mm,
Should we try to change? Should we try to more like add on to it, or make a separate designation, or try to get rid of African American altogether, put financial Black American or Black American?
right. I want to get rid of African American altogether. Yeah, I want to get rid of that altogether. Just make it foundational Black American because African American, that's such a problematic word and it's such a tricky thing. And again, white people can latch on to that. That's why they always call Elon Musk an African American. So yeah, we have to clean that up. We have to clean this language up from top to bottom. Um, yeah, I don't like using those terms at all. We got to come up with our own terms and use our own airtight terms. Foundational Black American is a very airtight term. Freedman, that's a pretty decent airtight term. Um, Especially when we're talking about things on a federal level. When we start moving and shaking in the court and getting the funds distributed, we have to start using that Freedman term. So they can't say, oops, you guys are giving money based on race. No, we're not. We're giving it to descendants of freedmen. So we got to know how to move and shake with all of these words and terms. We got to play the word game and play it right. We better know how to move and shake with words, man. That's what Neely Fuller taught us, man. Words are very important. That's what the white supremacists get us twisted with words all the time. You see. Sister, hop on, dear. Sister Sean.
Hey, Tariq. Congratulations on I got a whiff of a tweet that you're number one on Amazon microphone check.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, well deserved on that. And what I would like to say that I've been a follower of Tariq Nasheed way before microphone check and all that way back hidden colors.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so we are you are evolving, elevating, and you are doing so much service to our people, contrary to what people believe. People want to be instead of microphone check, they want to check your suit and how much your suit costs and all
Mm,
this old bullshit.
mm,
Okay, let me get to the quickness.
yes, ma'am.
I like this new thing you said, the say shitism. I love that.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to. I just listened to that. I mean, I love it. The say shitism.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to. We have to bling that up. I think you just created that tonight. So
Yes.
you got a lot of people with a say shitism. But yeah, I'm gonna talk some shit. I got my say shitism
Mm,
tonight.
okay.
Here's what we
Hey,
wanted. I
Tariq,
want.
Tariq, Tariq, Tariq.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
What I wanna follow up on you. This is freestyle, so I hope I'm not stepping on toes. But here's what I want to put out to the people. So you said 1870 census. I hope if you're following Tariq and if you're on code, you know that we are under attack in a
Hmm.
major kind of way. So it is very, very important for everybody to get their paperwork straight. If they
Yes.
get their stuff back to the 1870 census and hire somebody to do your genealogy. There's people out there. I know Dr. Randy Short does it. He did it
Hmm.
for me.
Yeah.
He did it for me. Let me tell you something. And somebody laughing, but I'm not
Yeah.
laughing.
Don't worry
Let
about
me
it.
tell
Go ahead.
let
Go
me
ahead.
tell you why this is important, family. Um, in historical precedents, when we had major movements, right, and when we were gaining ground as a people, all of a sudden, all across the nations courthouses all of a sudden burned down and
Yeah.
courthouse records.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Okay, family,
Right.
get your information now.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we gain ground precedence, when we were putting the pressure on these folks to give us our economic reciprocity and restitution.
Where are you from? Where are you
Hold
from? Where
on.
are you from? From Africa.
Hold on.
Where are
I'm
you
not
from?
from
YM.
Africa. I'm FBI. I'm a Negro freedman. I'm from Washington D.C. And I'm not. This
Oh,
not. Shut the hell up. I'm talking to Tariq, not you. That's number one. And I'm talking to my people. Get your
okay.
shit before they burn the records down.
You're not from Sudan
Hold on.
or
Yeah. Hold on, dude. Hold on. I'm gonna get you in a second, dude. Calm down. All right. Go ahead, sister.
Yeah, so
oh,
I
okay,
just
brother.
want to
Thank
tell
you.
the people, I'm talking to you and to my people. Get your shit before they burn the records.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. So, and
Thank you
back
so
in the
much.
day, they
Thank,
burned.
thank you, beloved. Let me. Yams. What do you have to say? You cutting everybody off. What do you have to say?
Hey, brother. Hey, man. You, you know, I understand your standpoint. Why won't you debate Myron? That's all I gotta say, man.
Really? You cutting us off for that?
Bro, brother.
Really, dude? That's not
What?
nothing to. I've already defeated those guys. I've defeated those
No.
guys. It was
Why
20
can't
to
you
1.
debate him?
I've already did. I've already destroyed your boy.
You
I
did.
destroyed him. I did. And everybody,
Okay.
I've already spanked them.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm not here to just abuse people. I've already beat them. I'm not going to
Okay.
abuse them.
Okay. So how much are the reparations for real though?
Okay, now, why are you concerned with black business?
It's been a big talking point. You
Right,
brought it up.
right. It's a talking point with black people, something that we're going to get. Why are you concerned with it?
Well, you're getting all the Section 8s, all the food stamps.
No, that's your community, sir.
No, that's not me, sir.
That's your community, sir.
Absolutely not, brother.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We don't. I wish I got some damn Section 8.
Okay. So why is the sister over here talking about getting all them reparations and shit, bro?
Right, because we're old. We're not. We didn't flee like you, sir.
I'm old too, brother.
No, no, no. What are you owed?
I'm 30.
What are you owed? Not are you old? What are you owed?
I'm an immigrant. I pay my way through.
I know you're an immigrant. Why did
Yes,
your family flee from your homeland?
uh none of your business, bro.
Well, yeah, it should be your business to go fix it up. You're right. It ain't my damn business, your failed homeland. It should be your business. You should handle business.
Okay.
Handle your
So
business.
why you think it's
Handle
what,
your, hold on. Handle your homeland business and stay out of ours, sir.
brother? I don't think I need to be paying my taxes towards y'all.
Sir,
You know what I'm saying?
you fled over here and you're eating off of us. What kind of nonsense is that?
Bro, my best friend's black. What you talking
Don't
about?
give a damn. You fled over here and you're eating off of us. Do you think we want to keep feeding you fleers? Hmm? Do we want to have a flea market every damn day? You think we want to keep feeding you guys? Hmm? With your little disrespectful self? Turn your mic on. I don't have you muted. Turn your mic on.
Bro, I ain't gonna pay you shit, dog.
No,
Uh,
no, no. The government is. No, no, no. You are fleeing tether. The government is going to pay us, sir.
you think Joe Biden's gonna pay you, yeah?
Hey, the government is going to pay us. Yeah,
Hey,
all right.
what
Hey,
what don't you
yeah,
talk
yeah, yeah,
about?
yeah, 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 yeah. No, no, no. Slow down. You're getting very emotional. Yes, the U.S. government who owes us, they are going to pay us, sir. You did?
How much money? How much money?
Enough so that you don't live.
Enough? What's enough?
Enough so that a fleeing tether like yourself don't live next door to me. That enough of
Stop
that.
muting me, bro. Come on, man.
Enough so a musty fleeing tether don't live next door to me. That's how much, sir. You understand how that works? Yams. You feel me? But anyway, Yam, stop whining about me spanking your buddies. Your buddies got beat, they got spanked, and that's what it is, man. You got to accept that. Sometimes you got to accept
You know,
defeat.
Myron owned your ass, bro. Come on.
Yes, come on, stop it. Stop lying to yourself. That's not going to make it better. Just accept defeat. Sometimes you got defeated in your homeland and you fled. Your fellow tethers, they went up against me. I spanked all of them 20-1, and they got some of that FBA energy.
Now you,
You understand how that works? And I know you're salty about that, but that's okay. Your buddies got spanked, and y'all gonna pay reparations. Ain't that some shit?
nah, I ain't gonna pay you shit, nigga.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And stop trying to be slick. Stop trying to use ebonics and racism at the same time. Now, when you gonna go
Bro,
back?
you're
Now,
racist.
when
You're
you now,
racist,
now
man.
stop it, stop it. When you gonna go back to your homeland and fix that up?
I will
No,
next
you
year.
no, you're not. Where you from? South America somewhere? I kind of hear South America.
Yes,
What
absolutely.
what part? What part?
Argentina,
Argentina, boy, they sent them Nazis down there. No wonder you sound like you sound. Yeah,
bro.
they had all them Nazis down there.
Bro, stop muting me then, man.
Okay,
Come on,
you
we're
know,
trying to have a good space, right?
no, sir, you're just doing tether babble right now. But anyway, thank the black people down there.
Bro, you got spanked.
Hold on, dude. You better thank the black people down there in Argentina who created the culture. Then y'all kicked the black folks up.
The black people, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
Ango, all of that stuff. That was the black.
What you guys do for us though?
That was the. I'm talking about the black people who were down there in Argentina that y'all kicked out. Y'all did an ethnic cleansing down there. You dig? And then you had to,
What y'all do for us
and,
though?
and then you had to flee anyway. Ain't that a bitch? You did all that ethnic cleaning and then had.
I didn't do that shit, bro.
Yeah, y'all did all that ethnic cleaning and then you had to flee anyway. Ain't that some shit? You got to flee up here to Black Daddy. Well, Black Daddy is sending you back. All right. Anyway, you ain't saying nothing. You're very boring right now. Get out of here. Let me get some more people who are more constructive. All right. Be easy. What's up, Be Easy?
Hey, what's up, big bro? Could you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. What's on your mind, brother?
Hey, man, that tether babble just kind of derailed what I was about to say, so I just want to touch on that a little bit because the sister was talking about something really important, and just like a tether, what did he come in do? Undermine the point to talk about some babble. You
Right.
already Yeah, you already went 20v1. So I don't even know why he keeps saying, why won't you debate Myron? Myron don't even want to debate you. At first, he started off saying you and Umar Johnson should debate him and Nick Fuentes. Then you go in there and slaughter him 20v1. Then he makes a post saying, here, debate me with this white supremacist. So why is he so scared? And this is rhetorical. Why is he so scared to come see you by yourself? He's
Right.
he's supposed to be so sophisticated, and all of his talking points have been debunked years ago. So I don't even know why people want to see a repeat of that slaughter. And
Yeah,
I
because what they want is set up a troll space. That's what they're trying to do now. What they're trying to do is get some kind of troll thing set up so they can just do some nonstop trolling, so they can do some pre-planned trolling, because that's how they get out of the debating. They just start this real goofball ass trolling. So they want to set up props and stunts and a whole bunch of nonsense. And no, I not let them know if y'all want to do all that old stuff, y'all gonna have to come out with a bag. Y'all got to come up with some paper. If y'all want to have any other conversation, y'all better come bring a bag. And they're not going to do that. I've already spanked them. I done spanked 20 dudes. It was 1 on 20. And they all got embarrassed because I was debunking their ass so easily. So, they've been running around here, copping pleas and whining. They hate taking an L. All right. Let's get Brandon. Let's get Brandon in the building. Brother Brandon, hop on, sir.
Hey, brother Tariq, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good, man. I just had a question, man. I'm in Houston, Texas, man. And, those sundown towns, man, that's a real thing out here, man. It's a town called Vidor, Texas,
Oh,
right
I heard
next to
that.
yeah,
I heard
yeah,
about
yeah. My mom and my dad grew up around there, man. And my cousin, he actually almost got killed by a cop out there in 1982, I believe.
it. I heard like black truck drivers can't really stop through there. I heard a
Right,
whole stories about that place.
right. Yeah, they pulled him over, and he lives in Opelousas, Louisiana. He still tells the story to this day. They pulled him over, took him out the car. It was a puddle of water. They damn near killed him. They tried to drown him to death, man, and it was some bad shit back then.
Wow. Yeah, man, it's real out here, man. It's not no joke. J Bug, hop on, brother.
Hi, Tariq.
Hey Jay, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I wanted to kind of piggyback on what you were talking about at the beginning about how language is going to be really important the more this gets pushed along.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it gets to the court level, we're going to really need to start refining the language,
Yes.
because that will win or lose cases in a court of law. For example, Juneteenth. You know how in Juneteenth, there was a bigger conversation in the general public talking about reparations all online.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I kept seeing backlash from, non-colored folk um talking about trying to spread this narrative, and it spreaded quick because I saw it everywhere. It was non-colored folks spreading this whole black and white people owned slaves, and black and white people, Irish people, were slaves as well. And
Mm-hmm.
Irish people weren't slaves; they're indentured
They
servants.
were indentured, sir. Yeah,
Exactly.
let me tell y'all how to debunk that real quick. Number one,
Yeah.
they were indentured servants. They were not slaves. They had 7 to 10 year contracts. That's one. Two, the United States was not formed when they were indentured. It was the British colonies when they were indentured. Three, they got paid. They got something called freedom dues after the contract was over. They got land, money, and weapons. So they already got compensated. So they are not going to come in here with that. So we can debunk that real easily. But go ahead, sis.
Yeah, thank you. And I was just like, saying like, like you said, freedmen, making sure we use the term chattel slavery, for descendants of, black freedmen, start getting real specific with our language, because
Right.
it looks like, this is going somewhere, and you're doing great work, and it's making its way up to court levels now. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we just got to stay on top of that language.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, man, we got to make the language tight because, man, what they did out there in Illinois, they had like it was a fake reparations thing, and I think they were just kind of testing the waters with it. It was fake as hell. It was like some housing coupons, some janky ass housing coupons or whatever, when they tried to pass off as reparations. So a couple of black families could get some of these little housing coupons or whatever it was. So they immediately struck that down in court. Oh, it's unconstitutional based on the 13th, 14th Amendment. It's race based and woo, woo, woo. So yeah, they immediately, because we kept telling people, don't make it race based. It has to be lineage based. Because see, they were trying to go with the race based thing because they know that the other white supremacists are ready to strike it down. So what the white supremacists, they like to play both sides. They'll sit up here knowing that if they make it racially based, that a whole other group of white supremacists are just chomping at the bit to shut it down. They're going to go into courts and immediately shut it down. So what they'll do, they'll get some of the NCOBRA groups, and many of them are Democratic shills, and they'll come around us, man. It got to be race. All black people need reparations, man. We shouldn't be all divisive. They get these little Negro organizations that's on the payroll of the Democrats, and they'll sit up here and tell us it's everybody black, all black people have suffered Pan Africanism, or everybody black need to get something, and we need to make it for black people only. Okay, and then you do that black thing, and they boom, they shut it down, and then the Democrats are like, "Hey, man, we tried." We tried to give you reparations, but those evil, mean old Republicans, those meanies, those Republicans are meanies. They don't like you black people. See, they shut it down and they work together. But we didn't let them play that game. We're like, no, don't you dare, don't say black. No, no, no. It's lineage, foundational Black American freedmen. It's lineage, lineage. It's freedmen, descendants of freedmen. We're being very, very specific with the language. Yeah. It's a status. It's a federal status. And you can't shut that down because that means that would delegitimize the Native Americans and some of these other groups.
In the rhythm of life, there's a melody that dances with every step we take. And in those steps, there's a tale of legacy, of culture, and of the spirits that guide us. Introducing Root Work, where tradition and heritage intertwine. Crafted from the essence of foundational Black American rootwork, Rootwork deodorant is more than just a scent. It's a connection to the spirits of our ancestors, with 6 enchanting scents to choose from, each infused with the potent High John the Conqueror root, known for its healing and protective properties. Long-lasting and enchanting, Rootwork deodorant will keep you feeling fresh while embracing the spirit of Mojora, the very essence of Rootwork culture. Rootwork deodorant, where tradition and heritage intertwine. Experience the power at rootworkstyle.com. Let your spirit dance in the rhythm of Rootwork.